Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda Sarai, and I'm so excited to dive into today's video, which is a 12/12 portal. Happy 12/12. And it's also the new moon in Sagittarius, and Mercury is going retrograde through the end of the year. Yay, right? But actually, we can totally use this retrograde energy to our benefit for more powerful manifestation and action in the new year. And if you saw my previous video about the December energies, actually we do have beautiful energies coming toward the end of the month that facilitate and amplify this energy of new beginning. So it's going to feel lighter and fresher. And that's actually not typical of this time of year. You know, Gregorian, 111. The Gregorian calendar has us start the new year in the dead of winter, right? So not energetically aligned typically with this new beginning, fresh start energy. However, this year we do have some of that. And with this beautiful 12/12 portal energy that really can amplify our manifestation power, we are being called at the same time to really step into reflection, review, and recalibration energy through this retrograde. So it's all the words that begin with review, reflect. So it is a time also for rejuvenation if you allow yourself to surrender into the energy of self-care. So there's really beautiful alignment with this energy of both new beginning and reflection. So it's both an ending and a beginning, and with every ending is a new beginning. So with this new moon energy, we are really being called to bring full completion to the old cycles and energies, especially as this is the last numerological and new moon portal of 2023. So this has been a year of deep spirituality, and as we enter 2024, we're entering this energy of infinite possibilities, abundance, and that is really the energy that has been being powerfully amplified and highlighted, magnified in my field, is this energy of infinite possibilities that is coming through for us to really connect with and to embody as we go forward into 2024. So in the numerology for 12/12, so these portal days, you know, a lot of people, you know, it's a Gregorian calendar still that we're working with, but collective energy amplifies. So we have the energy of 12, and from a Ascension spiritual perspective, 12 represents the 12 strands of DNA, the 12 chakras of our more expanded chakra system that we are ascending into, for those of us on this path, beyond the 7 into the 12, and 12 times 12 also equals 144,000. It is a frequency state of being that, and I do have a video on this as well, that goes into a little bit more depth and detail, but it is a frequency of being that is embodied when you open all the chakras and allow the energy to flow fully. You're expanding into this frequency of 144,000. So I can link that below. So it's that frequency of consciousness that we are being called to step into, to embody, so that we can shine our light and be the way showers, the leaders, the luminaries of light, of leadership of light, all of those energies combined. It's just kind of coming out really fast. I'm speaking quickly today. So I guess it's because there's been a lot of energies that want to be shared. The energy has been very intense and up and down leading into this portal, leading into retrograde. We've been in the retro shade. So, you know, in true 2023 form, the energies have been intense this month. And it makes sense. We're ramping up, releasing, because this is the end of the year, the end of this cycle that has been 2023, which has been a really potent and powerful one. So again, we are being called to reflect, review, release everything that is not aligned for us stepping into this powerful, beautiful, expansive new reality that we are creating for ourselves, that we are co-creating collectively as we anchor in heaven on earth. So if you're being called to be a way shower, to be a healer, to be a guide, leader, mentor, it is incumbent upon you to really embrace the energy, to embody it fully with integrity and authenticity, to express your truth, because this is how we shift things. This is how we change things collectively. Obviously, there's been a lot of chaos, a lot of grief, a lot of destruction. And from this higher level perspective, the old must go. These old systems and structures, the depths of the shadows are being revealed to us collectively in humanity. There's so much distortion and so much, you know, I don't want to get into the depths of the darkness so much in this video. We know it is really dark. And that is being revealed to many who have still had the blinders of illusion on, who haven't been ready to face the shadows. So it is really incumbent upon us to embody peace, not from a space of love and light bypassing, but to truly embody that frequency. And we all have different roles. You know, there's a lot of this idea of sacred rage and speaking up. And yes, that is a powerful frequency of the light warrior that is coming through, and many of us are here to embody the peace and the love, because this is the energy that we are being called to embody going forward. And there can be both. We can embody both. The danger I see in people, you know, calling other people out and, you know, saying we must get into this sacred rage energy, and how dare you for not speaking up more, you know, you're bypassing. And I'm like, I have seen many people go down the spiral of the sacred rage, and they then become more consumed by it than they realize, where they're then emanating that frequency out into the collective as well, which we know everything is energy, quantum field, quantum entanglement. This is the really careful nuance that we have to be really clear on, is are we contributing more of that energy into the collective field, the collective consciousness? So feel the grief, feel the rage, feel the anger, and then purge it and speak your truth from an embodied state of peace and love. We can do that from a space of deep power without contributing the energy. And so no, we're not all ready to speak that truth from a grounded and embodied peaceful place. So I do see that people who are contributing that judgment energy are also not, you know, facilitating our collective ascension in the way that they believe that they are. So we really get grounded and clear in what is the frequency that we are speaking that truth from. Are they words of healing and promoting harmony, or are our words contributing to more division and separation? And so this is the energy that we are being called to release and leave behind. So reflect, review, take this time through the retrograde season to recalibrate and really get clear on the energies that you are being called to lean into and to release. So this is people, this is relationships, this is places, this is states of being, this is belief systems. It's all of the above. And this has been a consistent theme throughout the year, yes. And we are getting this final assistance and push with this beautiful, expansive new moon energy of infinite possibilities that is coming as we enter an 8 year of infinite possibilities and abundance. So it is, again, an opportunity for us to get super clear on what we're ready to release and what we are leaving behind as we step forward into this powerful portal of infinite possibilities. So, what else? I have all these notes and I just riff, right? So 12 is also a master number. So amplifying this power powerful frequency. It's related to 369 energy, of course, as well. So amplifying the Holy Trinity by the power of 4, which is about foundation and I was gonna say mastery, I guess that connects, right? So the 4 primary energy bodies creating that founder. I say we have these 4 pillars that we are meant to really work through: the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the energetic body, in order to expand our spirit body, expand into that frequency. And that is actually part of my program of self-mastery. But that's just what's coming through right now, is to really embrace this notion of mastery of all aspects of our being, and to allow that to be the foundation from which our spirit body blossoms. So Ascension, again, is not about going up and out. It is about anchoring very deeply into our being these higher frequencies. So a frequency of peace balances out the frequency. Okay, 1111, as I say this, frequency of peace balances out the frequency of about 10 million people who are operating at a very low level of consciousness. Again, this is another video that I have been intending to create, but I have been in this process of purging. I literally, in my physical reality, I have been clearing out my storage unit because my things have been in storage, many of them, for 3 years now, and it has begun to feel like a heavy weight, an anchor, if you will. So I've cleared out a lot of the bigger pieces of furniture, and I am clearing out papers and old clothes and really going through everything in a nitty-gritty way. And of course, there are some things that I'm like, I still love it, but some of it is attached to an old energy. And even if I still like it and it still looks great on me, for example, with the clothes, what is it associated with as far as old memories? And maybe that is a memory that is meant to be left in the past. And it's a balance, right? So some people are a bit more ruthless with that decluttering and the clearing. I have Taurus Moon and Taurus North Node. I like my beautiful belongings at the same time. So, I'm navigating that balance of what gets to stay and what gets to go. But it does, bring me back to this idea of, does it bring me joy? Does it uplift me? Is something that I've been really feeling into. And so, yes, some of the more beautiful belongings I am ready to release and to pass them on. So, my pieces of furniture that I have let go of, is the big stuff first, so I didn't have to actually remove them from my unit. So, and it all just worked out perfectly that they went to exactly the right people. I felt, it was like, oh, my daughter's gonna love this. She's been wanting this. Or I had a pink desk chair, for example, not the easiest thing to find. And the woman who came, she's like, this is for my daughter. She loves pink. And I was like, I'm so glad it's going to the exact right person. Oh, my girlfriend has been looking for this kind of a front table, and she's really picky, and this one is perfect. Again, going to the exact right person. So sometimes letting go actually can amplify our sense of expansiveness in so many different ways, our sense of fulfillment, because we are then contributing to somebody else's expansion and fulfillment, if that makes sense. Again, these words are just coming out today. So clear the clutter, release the old, review, recalibrate to what is the new, what is wanting to come in. You need to create some spaciousness for that, right? So, okay, what else? The 12 energy, to reiterate, it can help to bring clarity for our manifestation. So again, 12/12 is a powerful day for manifestation. So what is the intention that you're wanting to call in for the new year? And then we have a few weeks to really calibrate to that and say, okay, this is not in alignment with that thing that I'm manifesting in. So I get to release that now. So helps us to build a solid foundation for the future, and it is a master number that promotes discipline, self-determination, persistence to complete what you've started. So 1 is new beginnings, and 2 is about balance and harmony. So we have all of that energy, and then it adds up to 3. So it brings this Holy Trinity energy, feelings, intuition. So there's a lot of alignment with all of these numbers that are being amplified. So we have this energy of optimism coming through as well with the new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire energy, optimism, action. But again, with the retrograde, we're finding that balance between when is the right time to take action and when is it time to really trust, surrender, and open up to receive. And it's finding that balance and clearing out what is no longer in alignment. So I wanted to talk about the clutter, and I did. So we get to release anything that is attached to maybe bad energies, or, if it's like an inherited item that you feel like you need to hold on to because of the person it was attached to, but it doesn't actually add anything to your life currently. Get clear on if you need that item to hold on to the memory of who they really were. Maybe you have other items that feel more aligned for you. So it's like, maybe you don't have to keep all of them if you've inherited belongings like I did. I'm like, do I need this? Do I need this? Because I already have that, and I already have the memory, and I already have a connection. So do I need this stuff? And maybe there is just, I have photos of myself wearing particular items of clothes that I still find beautiful that are from my old life. And I'm like, I don't think I need that anymore, even though it looks great on me and I love it from some perspective. Release is liberating, and it creates space for us to receive. And we don't know the beauty that lies on the other side of us releasing that old energy, right? So expand yourself into the possibility that something way better and more aligned with your expansive new future is going to come in to replace it, I suppose you could say. So, now is also a time to create a plan of action for the new year. So maybe you're receiving the inspiration from that space of stillness as we sit in the retrograde energy, and you can really begin to take action in a more internal way. So this is a time to, if you're creating a new project, for example, to lay the groundwork and maybe do some of the back end planning work, to do the creation work, so that when you're ready to put it out there in the new year, it just gets to flow and expand with ease. So, for the manifestation, gratitude journaling is a beautiful aspect to bring in, because it brings us into this open-hearted state of gratitude and appreciation, which calls the new in. It's a frequency of abundance in itself. So gratitude is really important. And if you like affirmations, remember that affirmations enough are not alone. You have to embody that frequency of being. So I like to begin my affirmations or manifestations with, I love that, and speak it in the present, and then feel as if it has already happened. So do what you need to do to release the energy that is blocking you from feeling that state. And then do what you need to do to get into that energy. Maybe it's dancing. I went out dancing this past weekend for the first time in a while, honestly. And dancing is something that brings me into a frequency of play and joy and openness. And the message to play has been coming through a ton. So it was just more of that childlike, joyful energy that wanted to come through. And it does help to balance out all of the heavy, dense emotions that are there in the collective. Many of us are feeling dragged down by that, and very naturally, understandably. But that is not the space to manifest from. That is not the space to create the new reality from. So the world does need people stepping into joy and love and light and peace, not from a bypassing state, but from a space of deep integrity and embodiment of who we are here to be and what we are here to create in the world for the children, right? So new beginnings are right around the corner. Allow yourself to embrace the possibility of the expansion that is coming through, because there is a lot of beauty that awaits us and a lot that we are here to transcend as we alchemize the really, really deep shadows that are here in the collective. And I always say the deeper you dive, the higher you rise. So again, not about bypassing. It's about alchemizing it into possibility for what is next and honoring all of those who have not made it through, who have been sacrificed even. I really hesitated to use that word, but it was the word that was coming through. For humanity's greater collective awakening is one way to look at it, okay? So we honor them by focusing on life, okay? We honor those who have passed by focusing on the life and the possibility and not getting stuck in that spiral of grief and devastation and anger. As sacred as the rage might feel in the moment, be careful that you're not in an energy of self-righteousness at the same time, right? So let's bring it back into a state of peace and expansion to create the new, because the old foundations are crumbling very clearly. So it is incumbent upon us to really embody these new frequencies as we move forward. And I would like to end this by inviting you to step into possibility. Thank you so much for your time and energy. And I so appreciate the likes, subscribes, the comments. And if you want to go deeper, if you're ready to go deeper, I do have offerings that will help you to align and expand into these beautiful states of being. So my 8 Golden Keys to Abundance, Align and Shine, a 4-week course in energetic alignment for purposes of manifestation and co-creation from the feminine essence. So those are all included in my program, Expansion Path to Mastery, as well. So if you'd like to inquire about that, I will share all the details below. Feel free to send me an email to set up a quick call as well. I'm offering complimentary alignment calls right now, and I have a lot of magic that's been coming through for the new year. So I have been recalibrating and clearing out the old so that I can be super anchored and grounded in what I am here to create. So stay tuned. I'm just about ready to begin sharing about that, but not quite. So everything was dropping in, and I also want to mention that my business broke last week. I was like, oh my God, am I meant to leave everything behind? But it actually spiraled me into, getting things on my back end in better alignment. So it wasn't kind of all over the place. It is more organized, it is more aligned now, and nothing has actually physically changed visibly, but there's something in the back end that needed to be upgraded, I suppose you could say, and that's kind of how it felt energetically. So there were a couple days there where I was like, all right, universe, what is this about? Just trust and surrender. And everything, it came back together with ease. Like my website was down, and then my email was down, and now it's all fine again. But so I thought I would share that to share a little example of some of this portal of destruction to create space for something new, right? And it's all fine now. So onward and upward in love and light. Again, I so appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments, and I'm sending you so much love. I will see you soon.